I had first met Zayzello in the Discord server, Hidden Devs. He was looking for somebody to help set up his very own Discord server. I was looking to make a quick buck, so I helped him. We talked for a little on the changes he was looking forward to so that I could help him in his Discord server. He wanted me to do a couple things and set up some automod configurations as well as rules and other stuff. Once I completed what he asked, he gave me a $10 Robux gift card. Very good pay for very little work. I decided, since that he was trustworthy, to keep working with him. He also promised the same pay if I continued working for and with him. Fast forward a couple days and I'm watching his live streams and moderating them. I'm quick to decide that to give him the help that he needs, I could support him by buying his Twitch subscription to boost his engagement on his Twitch. That was $6.99. Fast forward another couple days and now I buy Nitro to boost his server. MSP per boost is about $5.99. I had Nitro, so I only paid like $0, but I still paid $10 for the entire subscription. So far, in the 9 days I've known him, I got paid $10. Then I supported him about $7 in subscriptions, and another $11.98 in server subscriptions, coming to a total of $8.97, or a net total of $8.97. Even after supporting him with all this money, I decided to continue to work for him, and from Zayzello, I was expecting pay. In the coming days to this period, I greeted myself to a staff team consisting of Meg and Joseph. Shad, an anonymous person, and Joseph all got interviewed. Here's what they got to say. What do you remember from Zay's old server?
His old server? What I remember, he had a general, there was game nights, and, announcements, and then activity checks and all of that.
It was uncomfortable and annoying. We always got mobbed or being made fun of, and he was always trying to put us down like we were on another level.
Him leaking pictures of my face, VCs, lot.
What do you remember Zay, what would you describe Zay as?
He was an up-and-coming streamer. He did a lot. He was very promising. It seemed like he was very into the whole streaming thing.
He usually behaved like a kid, and he did not have any morals for people. As I said, he always put down people, and he always let down his friends, and us as mods, we were treated pretty poorly when he was not in the right mood. So it was pretty much mood based, but it was based on his mood.
A really bad person. He likes to joke around, but his jokes are really not funny.
How did you feel toward Zayzello?
Like I said, he was an up-and-coming streamer. I thought great of him. I mean, he seemed very into the grind. He was very happy to get subscribers, and yeah.
I mean, we were friends for a while, but after about 1 or 2 weeks, he started being kind of disrespectful towards us. So I started feeling a bit more distant, but I did used to like him. He used to mock me and make fun of me for it.
As you can see, no one interviewed is really fond of Zay at the time of recording. The reason for this was his apology was posted on his Discord server. The apology was written with artificial intelligence. Reasoning is because of these dashes. These dashes are not obtainable on a regular keyboard. However, artificial intelligence usually uses these dashes all the time in writing. From my point of view, I saw the apology. I knew it was AI by just glancing at it. I dismissed the contents of the apology since it was really not needed, and I told everyone I know that worked with Zello that he took his money and ran. Although this might seem like an outrageous conclusion, including the fact that in the apology it stated that he was fighting silent battles and he was depressed. The reason I dismissed these claims was due to his nature. As I said before, I worked with Zay from June 23rd up to August 1st. After working with Zay for over a month, I could safely conclude that he was in fact not depressed. And the reason for him being a fraud? Simple. I gave him over a month of my life to work with him and over 300 hours of work. For those 300 hours of work, I was paid $10. Makes absolutely no sense. I'll lower the volume real quick. This kid's live right now, and he said he was depressed. And let's hear this. Let's hear this.
And it was an experiment, chat. It was dead as an experiment to see who. So y'all all got fooled, chat. It was an experiment to see who was the real one, chat. And the boss. Captain Funny's not in charge no more. He's not internal affairs. And if y'all want to glaze Captain Funny so much, go ahead, bro. I'm gonna give him a shout out right now, bro. Since y'all all, my whole community, want to just glaze enough, I'm gonna let it slide, bro. And grow in the future, so I'm gonna just let it slide, bro. Chat, let me scroll up in the Discord. We got hella shit talking about some must bend the wind or some shit. Chat, everybody has a CF tag now, chat. So I don't know. Captain Funny probably self-promoted in my Discord server to get my members on his side or something.
This is another thing that I don't understand that Zay Zello said. He says I advertised in the Discord server. I really did not. I just informed Meg, Joseph, and Chad, and it kind of caught on like fire, like wildfire, because everybody saw my name at the top of the server. Zay, I know you're watching this. I have no clue what you're talking about. I was not advertising. On top of that, I want to add some background context. So when I met him, and a couple days after, I introduced him to the idea of internal affairs, and so I was his internal affairs, and I managed the entire Discord server. I was the moderator. I managed all the bots. I managed the permissions, everything like that.
And my ZZW community was so that they let get in. But it's all cool though, chat. Off topic, bro. And in fact, I'm gonna tell you all the good mods I had. Okay, I had. Joseph never did his job, even when I asked him for a simple task. Captain Funny always did what he wanted to do.
So Zay's missing out on the simple fact that I literally founded his Discord server. I introduced all the bots. I introduced the entire moderation system. If it weren't for me, yes, he's gonna keep saying that he could have found someone else to do it. I believe they would have done a shittier job. I did an amazing job for the $10 that I was hired for, and all I was doing is expecting payment, but he never did pay me.
Even when I told him, stop doing this shit, stop doing that, he's like, no, Zay,
No?
Screenshots are just so wild. Like, chat, look at these screenshots.
No, it's expired.
What happened to you?
See?
Yo, Cap, fuck.
What was your initial reaction when you sent the apology?
The apology, I was a little shocked, because it was so sudden, but I did a little bit of my own analysis because it looked a little bit fishy. I did see that there were hyphens, there were symbols that you can't really input with like a normal like keyboard. So and these symbols that were created in the apology thing, they are only created by AI normally.
I didn't interpret it as like I didn't get to the point as soon as like you did. You made me realize what was actually happening, because I thought it might have been real, but after a little bit of thought and talking to you, I realized what was going on. So I kind of I realized that he was just trying to scam us. So yeah.
How do you currently feel about this entire situation?
A little bit flabbergasted, a little bit shocked, a little bit angered because he left he left everything behind without like any information. He just said he had mental health problems, but again, it was an AI response, so that's just so confusing what happened. I heard that he didn't pay any of his like workers and stuff that helped him run behind the scenes, so it was a little shocking.
I felt pretty disappointed, but I thought like we were friends and stuff like that. He always used to tell me, "Oh yeah, we're friends, we're friends." He actually, he did ask me to be his best friend, but I told him I wasn't comfortable with being his best friend, so I just told him that let's just be friends, you know, or acquaintances. But as of now, after what he did, I don't feel anything towards him besides being a little disappointed.
How long did you work for or support Zayzella, would you say?
I supported him for quite a while. I heard him through a friend. I did support him like when he started gaining a little bit of traction, when he started getting his subscribers, when he was, doing all that stuff.
I believe it was around the end of June until the end of July. So about a month. Yes.
Alright, so I guess you guys get the point of all these interviews. I'm not going to continue boring you with them, but I do want to highlight one of the interviews.
Why did you send what you sent to Zayzella? I did because I have a hard time saying no to things, and I did tell him this, and he didn't acknowledge it, but still he did ask me for pictures after that. At first I did it, as we said, because I wasn't gonna tease him, but I ended up actually not like, as I sent them to him not only for that, but also because he asked me to.
So, yeah, what you just saw was what you just saw. I'm just gonna end off this video by saying, Zay, you manipulated me out of my worth to give you 300 hours of work. I don't know how you don't see any flaws in that. And yeah, it literally doesn't make any sense to me how you can just be like that and not pay me or anyone else. I know you paid me $10. 300 hours or more of work is not worth $10. If you've reached it this far into the video, you might as well just, like and subscribe, leave a comment. Also join my Discord server. We have a lot of boost perks now, and I'm going to be active every single day. The next video that is going to be published is going to be the Every SCP Explained, so look out for that on my channel. And yes, to everyone who's watching, I do fully believe and consider Zay as a fraudster. I don't want you guys going to his Discord and ambushing him or making fun of him. He doesn't deserve that. Just, if you want to support me in not supporting him, just don't support him. You don't have to go and bully him, alright? That's all I gotta say. You guys have a good one. Peace.